Welcome to the AI Horizon, your weekly AI news recap. This week, the open weights debate stopped being niche. Here are 6 stories shaping the week in AI. First, Moonshot released a 2.8 trillion parameter open model. Then, Jensen Huang's open weights letter doubled to 50 signatories in 48 hours. Also, Microsoft shipped a focused cybersecurity model and a brand new agent platform. And Mimic and Black Forest Labs taught a robot with just 30 minutes of video. Plus, OpenAI signed a pro-open weights letter for the first time ever. And Anthropic was the only frontier lab that didn't sign it. That's 6 stories. Some are product launches, some are policy moves, and one is about the lab that stayed on the sidelines. All of them matter for how AI gets built, deployed, and regulated over the next 12 months. Let's get into it. Story 1 of 6. Moonshot. Moonshot AI released the full open weights of Kimi K3 on Hugging Face this week. It's a 2.8 trillion parameter mixture of experts model with a 1 million token context window. The release includes native visual understanding out of the box. The full weight set runs about 1.4 terabytes in MXFP for quantization. That's the smallest storage footprint for a model of this scale. On Arena.ai's front-end code arena, K3 beat Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 in head-to-head comparisons. It landed second overall on Artificial Analysis's briefcase benchmark, behind Fable 5, but ahead of GPT 5.6 Sol. 2 variants shipped, K3 Max for general tasks, and K3 Swarm Max for multi-agent orchestration. The Swarm Max variant is purpose-built for agent-to-agent coordination. Moonshot is the Chinese AI lab that built the original Kimi chatbot. They've been climbing the leaderboards for 2 years. This release is the largest open-weight model ever published. The weights are under an Apache 2.0 license with responsible use addenda. The download was instant, and Hugging Face handled traffic spikes gracefully. For developers, this means fine-tuning, self-hosting, and audit access to every weight. For enterprises, it changes the build versus buy calculation entirely. K3 is now the open weight frontier. Story 2 of 6. Policy. On July 24th, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang posted his first ever tweet. It was an open letter titled Open Weights and American AI Leadership. 25 companies signed on day 1. By day 3, the list had doubled. 50 signatories. The second wave, the new additions, included OpenAI, Google, and AMD. Microsoft, Meta, Palantir, Hugging Face, and GitHub were already on the original list. The letter argues that open weight models are critical to U.S. competitiveness against China. It calls for streamlined export controls and federal investment in open weight infrastructure. It explicitly names open weights as a national security asset. The signatories span foundation model labs, cloud providers, and application companies. It's the broadest pro-open weights policy document ever signed by the U.S. tech sector. The letter was coordinated by the Coalition for Open Weights, a new industry group chaired by Huang. It positions open weights as a counterweight to Chinese models like DeepSeek and Qwen. The letter also recommends a federal AI research reserve, public funding for open weight training runs. Several signatories have already committed matching compute credits to public interest open weight projects. Anthropic and Amazon were notably absent from every version of the list. Story 3 of 6. Microsoft. Microsoft announced its first cybersecurity specialized AI model this week. It's called MAI Cyber, 1 Flash. 96% on the CyberGym benchmark, 12 points higher than Mythos 5. It also beat GPT 5.5 Cyber, GPT 5.6 Sol, and Anthropic's Claude Mythos 5 on the same test. MAI Cyber 1 delivers that performance at half the cost of leading general-purpose models. Microsoft is positioning it as a focused alternative to general frontier models for security teams. It's not a general model. It's purpose-built for vulnerability detection and exploit reasoning. It was trained on Microsoft's internal security incident data going back 5 years. The training set includes millions of real-world exploit patterns. Alongside it, Project Perception, an agentic security platform coordinating red, blue, and green agents. Red agents simulate attacks. Blue agents defend. Green agents represent business context and risk tolerance. The 3-agent loop runs continuously without human intervention. The platform is designed to run autonomous penetration testing against enterprise environments. Public preview begins August 3rd. Story 4 of 6. Robotics. Mimic Robotics partnered with Black Forest Labs this week to release Flux Mimic. It's a next-generation video action model. Black Forest Labs built the original Flux image models. They're best known for image generation. This is their first robotic-specific model. Flux Mimic cut robot training data requirements from 30-plus hours down to as little as 30 minutes. That's a 30 to 60 times reduction in data collection. The breakthrough comes from teaching the model directly from video, instead of from teleoperation trajectories. It's deployed at Audi's factory floor in Ingolstadt, Germany. The pilot covers soft body manipulation tasks, things like cable routing, hose attachment, and fabric handling in seat assembly. Deployment cycles that used to take months now take weeks. Mimic's earlier research showed that vision language action models required massive amounts of teleop data, typically hundreds of hours per task. The video action model approach collapses that requirement. It learns end-to-end from raw video frames paired with action labels. This is the first production deployment of a VM architecture. The partnership signals Black Forest Labs' expansion beyond image generation into embodied AI. Story 5 of 6. OpenAI. The same week, Kimi Hy3 shipped open weights. OpenAI quietly joined Huang's letter. It's the first time OpenAI has signed a pro-open weights policy document. The signatory list went from 25 to 50 in 48 hours. OpenAI was in the second wave, alongside Google and AMD. That timing is not a coincidence. When the largest open weight model ships the same week a major closed lab signs a pro-open weights letter, the industry takes notice. OpenAI released its own open weight model, GPT-OSS, in early 2025. That was OpenAI's first open release in 5 years. Signing Huang's letter extends that policy position into a coordinated industry stance. OpenAI's product strategy has been built around closed APIs. This is a quiet but significant pivot on policy. It signals that even the labs with the most to lose from open competition see value in a coordinated open weight stance. The shift may also reflect regulatory positioning ahead of the EU AI Act's general-purpose model rules taking effect next month. A coordinated industry stance on open weights helps shape those rules in a favorable direction. Either way, OpenAI's signature is now part of the public record. Story 6 of 6. Anthropic. 50 companies signed the letter. Anthropic was the one frontier lab that didn't. Amazon was the other notable absence. Amazon's reasoning is commercial. AWS Bedrock offers both Claude and open weight models. Anthropic's reasoning is philosophical. Anthropic has been the most vocal safety-first lab in the industry. They've argued consistently that open-weight frontier models create unacceptable misuse risk. CEO Dario Amodei has published multiple essays on the topic this year. That argument is now made explicit by who's on the list and who isn't. The other 4 major US frontier labs, OpenAI, Google, Meta, and Microsoft, all signed. Anthropic is the holdout. The Anthropic stance is consistent with their responsible scaling policy. That policy requires extra safeguards before any model is released openly. This week, the frontier labs picked sides. The open weights debate is no longer academic. It's a strategic choice with policy consequences. Where you stand on open weights now determines which industry coalitions you can join, which government consultations you get invited to, and which customers will trust your roadmap. The fragmentation we saw this week is the new normal. Quick pause. If you're enjoying these weekly recaps, hit subscribe. It helps more than you know. New episodes every week. See you next week. The AI Horizon, every week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Drop a comment below with the story you think mattered most this week. Until then, keep building, keep shipping, and stay curious about where this technology goes next.